Welcome back to Let's Play Layers of Fear. Last time, many fear, many art. I was attacked by books. In what world do books attack? And the painting doesn't seem to have changed, but we're just back here because we saved and quit and it puts you back in here. And then you're back in the previous room. Oh, I remember this place now. Well, this is where the game ends. Better make yourselves at home. It's gonna be 3 hours of this. Nope, I can still hear her. Never mind. I was hoping the door would block the sound. I don't wanna. Oh, it's locked. Okay.
Hello. It's about time for us to talk, don't you think? I mean, I've seen you in my house so many times, and yet I could never find the courage to face you directly. Not until now.
That's a slightly worrying statement. The door's still locked? Yes, it is. I don't trust... I don't understand why the paintings are two-faced. It's like two different paintings tried to render in the same spot. I'm assuming that's intentional and not like a game bug. I'm left-handed. Let's go left. Left! Don't you start getting dark on me. Oh, great. I don't trust this room. I don't trust its lack of light switches. Who am I kidding? Even in the lights, something's liable to kill me. That slams way too quickly. That's just weird. First step is the hardest. I hope that wasn't like a game-altering point decision thing. Hey, we're back in the kitchen. And it just blinks shut. I guess you're not supposed to look at it. Hey, wait, this is that same kitchen we were in at the start, isn't it? I don't trust you, painting. I was right. Apples keep falling out of the painting and seriously rotting. The garlic fell off. Holy! Excuse you, garlic. Oh great, now I just can't even see. Oh, there's a brick wall behind the... I guess I was supposed to see that before the knife hit. That's not worrying at all. I don't like not being able to see. It's kind of aggravating. There's got to be something in here to bring light.
First, I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas. I had to find a knife. Not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor. So I used a razor, in fact, and then carefully flayed the skin. Booze helped keep my hand steady.
That is a worrying statement. That is a very worrying statement you have just made, sir. Oh good, it's open now. Oh look, the painting room. And it's very different than it was before. Okay. Flamingos of melting flesh and sinew? You have a very interesting artistic mind, sir. Another piece of flesh. First I looked for a can- oh, okay. I'm just- okay, so I have to gather 6 pieces. Oh look, the stuff I find gets put in here. That's fun. Okay. Deep breaths, remember you're a professional. It's just the first few strokes, then you're over the hump. What's so hard about it? There's blood on the paper. That's shapeless dreams. I don't trust you, elevator. You should go on without me. You shot yourself. Back in the day, elevators weren't quite as user-friendly as the ones we're used to nowadays, and this is why they had a dedicated bellboy. Quote-unquote bellboy. Past marches on. Basically, you would pull the lever between up and down, and you had to manually set it at the floor and open the door and everything. So they, you know, that's why the general customer person wasn't the one that was opening it. A very pretty shade of red. You saw that, right? I'm not hallucinating. I'm not crazy. All the doors are locked. And that door is... Were you paintings? Quit being horrifying. Dear sir, while I can certainly understand that you're upset and have nothing but sympathy for your wife and I have nothing but sympathy for your wife and yourself, I must categorically state that I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you in this matter. Any skin graft procedure is extremely complicated and inherently associated with the risk of failure. Having stated that, I assure you that me and my colleagues at St. Anne have made every effort to ensure a positive outcome for your wife. Personally speaking, I believe we have done the best job possible considering the extent of the tissue damage. You are, of course, entitled to your opinion, and I can certainly understand your disappointment. What I do not understand is how you seem to think writing hateful letters to me or my fellow doctors will ameliorate the situation. As I've already stated, I can certainly understand you've been under a lot of stress as of late, and thus I will not press charges if you refrain from any future correspondence. Let me make it absolutely clear that I will not tolerate any further threats aimed at my staff, my family, or myself. If you wish to seek psychological help, I can have my assistant provide contact information for several specialists who would be more than competent to help you get through these hard times. With regards and best wishes for you and your wife, William H. Green, MD. This is a different... But the door didn't even shut! How did you... I don't trust you.
Why did you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least until I finish painting this one part. Oh, don't make me beg.
Okay. That red light makes it creepy. Oh, there went my key. Stairs. A cabinet full of books. I hear fire. Why do I hear fire? That's why I hear fire. The room below appears to be a blazing inferno. I'm gonna make the dumbest mistake I've ever made in this game. Okay, so it does not. That would be too obvious, I guess. And watch, it'll do it as I walk back. Nope. Guess not. Yeah, I figured he'd fall through and that would be one of the game over screens. Assuming there are game over screens. Assuming there are multiple ones. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, that's what Nightmare from Metroid should have sounded like. Oh! Bucket of paint. Didn't see a thing. Nope, not a thing. So many not things. It's a rat. So many decisions. I want to go with them all. That's not even door. That's Make up your mind. Also, it's funny. I've gotten used to the way his camera kind of wibble wobbles a little back and forth. I didn't even notice it anymore until I just happened to get reminded. Just imagine I'm gonna blink and like in a room full of deer heads and they're all gonna be suddenly looking at me. Like there's just gonna have to be something horrifying involving that. You just know it. Open! I've gotta walk up to it. Hello? Oh, I can climb up. That's kind of useless. Funny, but useless. The best kind of things. I'm gonna be honest, when a game has just cabinets and stuff you can open, drawers you can open, barrels to move, even if they're of no consequence to the plot, that's one of the things that made the first Amnesia game. No. Yeah, Amnesia did it. I think. Yes, it was Amnesia. Sorry, sometimes I get Amnesia and Penumbra a little scrambled up in my brain. I had to think on that for a minute. But yeah, first Amnesia game had a lot of random objects you could interact with, and it makes the world feel more immersive. Oh! You don't know just what happened, but I don't like it! But just being able to interact with the world and not automatically knowing that any item you can touch is automatically going to be plot relevant. Like, to be able to pick up the banana right there and just drop it is one of the things that makes the Elder Scrolls games really immersive. The doors that make interesting sounds are always locked, which is probably for the best. Because those interesting sounds probably want to drag me to the pits of Hades. So does he. He's secretly the final boss. Watching me. Waiting for me to blink. Why do you have a drawer full of ropes? I mean, I guess I have stranger things in drawers, but still. This room feels warped. Yeah, oh, that's a mirror. The mirror is going to do something horrifying. I just know it. Mirrors are never a good sign. Well, not in this type of game. Oh, the writing is backwards. And I figured as much. Something undone, it cannot be undone. Oh! Why is the other side of the mirror so not pleasant looking? Long hallway of darkness with light at the end. This one's a little too obvious. Oh, it's a painting of a dog. Okay. Your mind frightens me, sir. Oh, hang on, one of the... Good boy.
Honey, remember how you said it would be nice to have a cat so the baby could have someone to play with? Well, I just bought us a dog. Aw.
Okay, two statements there. A. I mean this as nicely as possible. Infants and toddlers should never be trusted with small, fragile life forms. They mean well, but I have heard too many people talk about one of the saddest moments of their childhood being they hugged it and then it stopped moving. I'm sorry, but they don't yet understand the concept of things being small enough to hurt. Rabbits, cats, small dogs. I mean, not that you should give an infant a big dog, but I mean, typically that's something they should grow into having when they're old enough to be, one, able to communicate with them, and two, able to be more understanding of life. I would rather not traumatize my child or, you know, put an innocent life in harm's way just because I decided they needed one as an infant. Also, the stereotypical guys love dogs thing seems to reek through a little bit there. Well, that and the husband just went and got what he thought was best, which is, yeah. You want this as well? I want what? I want to live. But, yeah. Just a little side commentary there. Hey! Damn it! Why are you covered in paint? You paint everything! Okay. Well. Excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and pause here, and I will see you next time.